We're back. We made it.
We're back.
What are you doing?
I don't know what I was doing. We're back.
Today we are going to talk about our Hyrox recap. I'm actually really excited about it because I have so much to say, and I don't know, it was fun. It was a good time.
It was. Well, this episode wasn't supposed to be an episode because I wasn't supposed to do Hyrox. It was only supposed to be you. But a week before, I got the call.
Yeah, you're right. It was a week. And you weren't ready.
I was not because I wasn't supposed to do it. I wasn't planning on it. It wasn't a part of my training. I didn't even train. We worked out in the morning. That was
ironically, thank goodness, I just put you through my Hyrox workouts, and that got you.
Thankfully, yeah.
What was I going to? That got you kind of a little mistake on the dang ski.
Yes,
because we were doing different. I was looking up workouts through Instagram and stuff, and I knew I wanted to push, but I didn't want to push that hard. Like I wanted to slowly get sore. You know, I don't want to go in too hot. And so some of the meters, it wouldn't be. Sometimes we would do 1,000 meters on something, but that wasn't often. It was 500. We'd switch it up, and so I guess I made you make a mistake, and you thought you were done.
Yeah, when I went to 500 meters, I thought we were done.
Sorry about that. Sorry, Luis.
Yeah.
I can imagine his face. Go ahead.
Hyrox Houston.
Yeah, it was a good one. Did you notice that they changed up? They made the venue bigger.
They did. They made it a 2-venue spot, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they got smart too because of even like the crossing.
Oh my goodness,
it's always a wreck. There's so much.
Literally, I was thinking of designing them a bridge or something, but they have a better, easier, cheaper way.
Yeah. I want to ask you a question. Okay, whenever you're ever asked what Hyrox is, you know, you're having a conversation and everyone's like, or someone says, what is Hyrox? How do you describe it?
I describe it as a workout with running.
Okay.
CrossFit, but not so tough.
Everyone always will compare the two. Oh, it's like, as soon as you mention the ski or something, I'm like, well, there's no barbells. We're not lifting heavy weights.
Yep.
And so I think recently I've been trying to like figure out, what do I say? So I've been like saying functional movements. Functional movements, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a correct term. And then you have the whole hybrid training style that's become a thing too. Running became a thing last year. And then the hybrid training, like lifting weights and running. Have you heard of that term?
I haven't heard of a hybrid athlete, and I have beef with that word, but it's okay.
Okay, what do you mean?
I mean, I don't know what a hybrid athlete is. Just an athlete.
Yeah.
You run and you work out. You're just, it's not.
It's just.
Don't make a term for it because you do both things. You're an athlete. Use the name.
You train.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You should always be running. You should always be working out. Don't make a term for doing both.
Yeah.
Football players don't call themselves hybrid athletes. They run and they work out.
And that's
all
a good point.
athletes don't call themselves a hybrid athlete. They all run and they all.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather ran and he boxed.
Yeah.
He called himself a boxer. Yeah, an athlete.
Yeah. Just someone who. It's funny. I've never. Well, as we know, I wasn't a runner, and so now I notice you need both hand in hand.
This one's but you were when you played basketball.
Well, yeah.
So you did some, but you weren't long distance. You were short distance running. This one is a little more. You got to be a little more winded.
Yeah.
You're running 6 miles altogether between,
Yep.
not all at once,
No, I
but
know.
split up between different workouts. So Hyrox is a workout.
It's a challenging one, that's for sure.
It is very, especially if you haven't trained for it.
But you did good. Well, okay, what was y'all's time?
I finished 1 hour and 10 minutes.
That's amazing. And that was y'all's first, okay, because Luis had the next day, mixed
He did
doubles.
2 days, yes.
Gosh, good for him. I was like, saw him that night that I got done, and I was like, man, you're a one step ahead of all of us. Just doing 2 races.
He did 2.
But they split it up amongst 2 days now. So there's just so many people that are interested. It was interesting. I felt like, because y'all went Saturday, and it was just men?
Only men.
I don't know.
I think there are no women for maybe the pros.
I don't know. Okay.
Pros mix?
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, the women pros.
Maybe. But it was definitely all men when I was there. It was all.
Yeah, it was so cool to see all women when I went. I was like, whoa, this is like women empowering women here.
The sport is growing. Like it's insane how much it's grown. It's
all over the world.
Yeah, you're getting a 2-day event now and a double. From where it was at, just using one part of the George R. Brown, now you're using 2 parts of it, which is it's doubling in size, literally. And the crowd that was there, oh my goodness. And they sell out the 2-day event.
Yeah. And then I had to let my spectators know, hey, y'all need to get onto the online ticket because now I just was hearing the lines were so long.
So the longest line I saw was a spectator line.
Dang.
though when I went to register for me, I would walk right up to check in.
Okay.
They had a long line.
See, man, some of the people that went with me, they were so hyped because they had never been to
What's a drug? Yeah.
It is. And that's the first, you were the first person. Remember when you called me up? God, what year was that? 2022? When Hyrox just kind of started, sort of?
Started really popping off in 2020-ish.
Yeah.
It was the first race during, like, after COVID. It was the first one in Austin. Nobody was there. It was a very small event. 2021, I think, is when we went. Still was kind of small.
Yeah, and you called me. Was that your first one? Whenever the one that I helped with a relay or something?
Yes.
And they're like, oh, they need a person for the relay.
Yep.
I remember answering your phone
2022
call,
maybe.
and I was like, what in the world is Hyrox? And then you kind of described it. You said, choose 2 workouts, you'll be in a relay. I was going to tell you no. I remember I just kind of started back into the whole fitness journey again. And I was like, I'm going to embarrass myself. And so ever since then, that's why I think it's funny that we're here now.
Yeah, talking about it still.
How many have you done? That was the first year.
I've done 3 now. Well, total 5. Because I've done relays.
Dang, okay. I've done 4.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Yep, just about, yeah.
A lot of trial and errors through them.
Every single one.
What, do you have any mistakes? Like, what was something you kind of learned quickly that you could, off the top of your head?
Running. Running was like the first thing I learned. If you got running in you, you're good. If you can run.
I was dying that relay.
Mm-hmm.
Just 2 movements. And I was like, that's when I was like, okay, challenge accepted. And I got into it.
Yeah, it's crazy because runners get intimidated by the workouts, and the people who work out get intimidated by the run.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it the best part about it, because I guess that's why people call it a hybrid athlete, because you got to be good at both things. Because usually people do cardio once a week.
Yeah.
Only for a little bit. Yeah. Or they walk on a treadmill.
It needs to be running. It can't be like Stairmaster.
Oh, no. You got to do cardio. You got to run. You got to literally. And your core is like the most important part. I think it's what got me through it, because I've been running my whole life. I guess now, most of my life, literally. And so running, and I have the lungs. So that got me through the race. Like, we worked out a little bit in the mornings. We only worked out 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And I would have to leave it to go to work at some point. So it was, you'd stay longer.
I know.
But the running, my lungs got me through it.
Okay.
And I not wanting to let somebody down too.
Yeah.
There's something about a race that turns me up. Like, it's a different person out there. I'm hurting, but one that's on the race, he's going to keep moving. He ain't going to stop.
Yeah. How did you know, since you've been a runner, how did you know what shoes to wear?
Trial and error, learning. I've done the Hyroxes. I think the best shoes, of course, are the Adidas.
Yeah.
Adi Pros. I think it's what you wore.
Yeah.
I ran in New Balances, Rebel V4s, and those probably they're up there. Good running shoes.
I like the way they feel too. They kind of do remind me of the feel of the Adidas. Which is the carbon plated, right? Is that what it's called? The carbon plated?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most people, when they run, they think of Brooks. Because everyone thinks Brooks are running shoes. I think maybe now they got one good running shoe, but other than that, don't go for Brooks. Brooks are not the running shoe for you. Hoka's, maybe, they're not the running shoe for you.
Yeah.
On, one, maybe, they're not the running shoe for you, though. Like, Adidas has the top of the line. If you don't know about running, just get Adidas, the best ones they got. You're going to be good. The New Balance, Sauconys, there's some good brands out there.
And then those Pumas.
Yes,
those
the Pumas.
Became popular too.
The DV8s.
The DV8,
the Elite.
Nitro or yeah, I'm learning all the names.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now Hyrox partnered with them, so they got.
That's right. That's why I'm now seeing them.
And those are good shoes. Like, just because I know people who don't like the shoes that partner with somebody.
Okay.
But those are good shoes.
Okay, gotcha. I noticed. So my first race was in the Nike. Gosh.
Those are great shoes.
No, they're like the fly.
Oh, we got the Pegasus Fly Knits or something.
The Fly Knits that they look good. Yeah, but they're not running shoes.
Yeah,
and my feet were like pounding on the floor. Like it was it's concrete in the George R. Brown, and so that's whenever I was talking to you and James a lot more about what the heck. Just being educated. I feel like you have to be educated if you're going to go into something that way, because you will get hurt. And so that's whenever I found Adidas, and those have worked for me ever since then. I just got the 4s, and I just won't go back to anything else. I don't know.
Yeah, shoes are a big key in Hyrox because you want to run, but you also got to push the sled.
Yes, and exactly. Knowing that the tongue, stays with your tying your shoe and they don't slip off on the sled push. I think that's another one.
You're inside on concrete, so you got to have some cushion. You got to have some good for your knees. Did you eat during the race?
That was like as in gels or something.
Nutrients?
No,
Nothing.
I never have. It's funny because I will when I run, like my long runs.
You train how you run.
Yeah, but for Hyrox, no.
Really?
I did before. I had a gel 30 minutes before. Other than that, it's just gum. I just need gum. I'm good. I can't even drink water. My body works is weird. If I get full, that also was messed me up with the first race. The first race ever, I think I grabbed a Red Bull.
Oh no! Oh yeah, that was the one thing that did make a mistake. They didn't do that this year.
It was Gatorade. They did Gatorade. I only know because my partner Casey had a Gatorade instead of grabbed water the first time and then grabbed Gatorade the second. And so I was like, okay, I'm never grabbing anything to drink again because that messed up my stomach. Obviously, right? Red Bull in the middle of a huff and puff moment. Oh my
goodness!
Does not working.
You did it on purpose?
No, I thought it was water.
Yeah, they did have this thing. I mean? Yeah, I know what you mean. I just didn't think.
And it was fast. You're like grabbing it and throwing it away because energy.
That was a bad idea on their part.
Yeah, it was silly. But other than that, even when I run, I truly can't drink water because I get full. So it doesn't work for me. Anyways,
the racer in me is so mad at you right now.
Why?
But because you need to fuel yourself, especially in a race where you're pushing yourself. Yes, because you're burning so much.
Have you always?
Not always, but when I started getting smarter and thinking about stuff, then when I raced, yes, I would always have a goo on me. When I was winning races, I was taking goo on me. I had goo, I had gel, I had nutrients in me to eat because during a race you're out there for over an hour, almost an hour and a half. Your body's getting beat up.
6 miles. I mean,
you need to fuel yourself. And when you run more than 3 miles, you fuel yourself.
Absolutely, yeah. It's like every 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
Exactly. So why not in a race where you're going to be there for?
No, I think it's just because I haven't done it yet. But yeah, definitely in the next one potentially. I thought I'd be okay 30 minutes before. Okay, because we raced at 3 something.
Middle of the day, yeah.
And so that's tough because I wanted to have a big breakfast and like a light lunch because it takes me, again, I'm a female, it takes my digestion system isn't the best. So then I think I had like a banana, some peanut butter stuff, and then I was like, I'm going to need a gel. I was nervous going in because my main thing that I've seen out there is people cramp. Everyone starts cramping on their, because they're not fueled.
They're dehydrated.
Okay, but I did prep a couple days before. I'm really good with drinking a gallon of water. Other things I was trying to work on a few days prior, like the carb loading and stuff. I was intentional with that, but
carb load is not a real thing. It's a myth.
Why?
It's a myth. It's not a real thing. No.
Okay. Well, I wanted to eat a little bit more.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Carbs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't think that's a real thing. No, you just do so. I kind of. So the racer in me is upset, but the person I didn't fuel up. That's not because of choice. So Hyrox, I forgot my fuel at home because of course I hadn't been training. I hadn't been on top of it like that. So I'd had a regular day. I went to work. My race is at 5 o'clock. I think I raced at 5:10.
Right.
Yep. So I went to work. I ate my breakfast. I usually eat for lunch. I had Chick-fil-A. Typical, I guess, on a regular week.
Right.
And then I went to the race. And Hyrox was giving out gels or goo, something like that. And so I grabbed one. I was like, okay. But the thing is, you train how you're going to race. Nothing new on race day. That's something running with James. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Nothing new on race day.
Yeah.
So, but I had a goo. I needed goo. I needed fuel, but it's one I haven't tried before. So that was new on. This was the new thing. No new socks, no new shoes.
Yeah.
Everything you're going to do on race day, you've done before. Like when you drink, when you fuel when you run, you're going to fuel when you race. And so I had this new goo on me, and I was right before the burpees, and I took a little hit of it, and I was like, oh no, I'm going to throw. I saw somebody I knew, actually, thankfully, who was volunteering. I handed it to him. I was like, keep it.
Yeah.
I can't even look at this thing. I'm going to lose my mind. So I didn't fuel either during a race.
Okay.
And I hated that part. I hated that I couldn't fuel. I know my body needs it. My mouth was dry. I had to get,
Dang.
it was bad.
You were probably in your head just for a few few minutes.
Oh yeah, not even. I don't get in my head during a race. During a race, I
Okay.
don't think.
Yeah.
I just do.
I'm noticing that with me too. Yeah.
You're not supposed to think, because if you think about it, that's when the pain. Because I was not prepared. My goal for the race was not to get hurt,
Yeah.
not to finish. It was to not be hurt when I finished.
Mm-hmm.
That was the goal. That was because I knew I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
Hyrox is no joke. It's not like a race you just go out and do. I went out and just did it.
Yeah.
And it hurt. The next day, 2 days.
Yeah, it took that 2 days of the legs. And was it the lower body you were sore?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It hurt. But
But you went out there.
Yeah, I went out there. But the fueling part is key. Fueling during a race.
And then I think what makes me nervous is because you're right. It's hard to try something new. And I know what brands and stuff work for me now when it comes to like gels and stuff. But I think for me, like we're doing burpees and we're on our stomachs. And I've never done that with gels because I'm just consistent with running. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's also why I was nervous because you know that your stomach can drop. Like it could, you know what I mean? On an instant. So I think that's just what made me nervous of doing it because I didn't do it while we worked out.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was it. But we're like you said, we're running. We're on our feet for a long period of time.
Your body needs it.
Yeah.
Because you saw people cramping. I saw people cramping out there.
Every time. Every single time. And that's the main thing I tell anyone. Make sure you or have your electrolytes a couple days before start just being intentional with your...
Hydrated.
Yeah. Because it'll get you. And that's why I was nervous a little bit that morning because I'm not even joking, but that was me in my head as normal nerves happen. And I was driving there to the venue and I'm like putting my foot on the gas and the brake and I'm like, shut up. Am I getting a cramp right now? I'm not kidding. And I was so nervous. That's why I was like, Casey I had to eat my food that I brought and a gel. And I was like, I have to eat this. Like I cannot go out on cramping. Are you kidding me? I can run. I just ran, a half marathon, whatever. And so I just thought I could be able to do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I was, the week before when I got asked to do it, I was like, okay. And the next day my back started hurting. My whole body was just hurting. I don't know. This was a race. I never been nervous like I have been for this race.
Really?
I was the most nervous I've ever been.
Why?
Because I was scared to hurt myself.
Okay.
I was like, you're not prepared for this. And for a race like that, there's no cram sessions. There's no go to the gym and do this for the next week.
Yeah, where you're at is where you're at.
Exactly. There's no improving after that. So you're stuck where you're at, buddy.
Yeah.
And so I knew that. So I was like, there's no room for me to grow right now. I'm stuck. Like I'm going to hurt myself. I'm going to hurt myself. And it's going to be bad because I'm not prepared for this. My hamstring started getting tight. And so the night before I just did yoga. I stretched like crazy. Not like crazy, but like 45 minutes of stretching.
Yeah.
Good lower back, good hamstring stretch. Next day, I was still hurting. It's been the rodeo season. I've been wearing my boots, and so I don't think that helps.
Yeah.
I think that actually hurt me.
Dang.
Yeah, because we went to the rodeo and everything.
Yeah.
That week, and I think that's where I
Out
really
there for hours on your feet
in boots. So I think that really messed me up. And so I was very terrified of this race. That was my main goal, was to not get hurt. That was.
And would you say you didn't at all? You're.
Oh, I did not get hurt. I think now I'm hurting. The other day I hit my knee when I closed my truck, and then I stubbed my toe on the corner of the house, and I told myself that's it. That was the universe's way of saying, all right, you're supposed to get hurt that race. I'll let you slide, but here it goes.
Yeah.
Here's your injury you're supposed to get.
That's funny.
Yeah, I thought I broke my toe the other day, but no, that's what I'm saying. It was like, I was so terrified of being hurt. Like that was my whole goal, was just not get hurt, and then I destroyed my goal. I mean, we had a great time. It was 1:10 is a good time.
I think so.
It's a solid time. It's better than average, especially better than average for the Houston race when I looked at the stats. So it wasn't too shabby.
Yeah.
I mean, and I held my own. Like I didn't put it all on him.
Yeah. How were y'all? You had mentioned how y'all, was it Luis that was keeping track of the times on the laps?
Yes, each lap he had his. So since he's been training. He had an original partner who had a last minute emergency where he couldn't do it. So he had been on top of it. I just told myself, don't let him down. Follow him. Usually, when I see people racing, or most of the time, you see them side by side when they're doing a doubles race. Did you and your partner run side by side?
Oof. There was a couple times. One was in front of the other, but yeah.
The whole time I was right behind him.
Yeah. Okay.
I told myself, look at his feet, match every single step he's making, and follow him, and don't get too, because you're not, one of the rules in Hyrox, you can't be too far back from your partner in a race. So I was like, just stay right behind him and don't get too far back. Match his feet, match his step.
Yeah.
Just go.
That cadence.
Exactly. Don't say, hey, slow down. Don't say, I wasn't going to let him down. So I just followed him. And so I'd ask him, what time could we run a lap? What was the time? And he'd say, and I was like, that the goal. And he told me beforehand what was the goal he wanted to run the laps at. We're hitting our goal pretty much. Maybe a tad slower.
Yeah, I think I need to get better at that for any future Hyrox race. I just also need a better watch or a different watch, because that was something I have Apple, and it's like that you can set a timer. And I need to do the laps because I like staying consistent. That's what helps. I've noticed.
Yeah, when it's a race, there's a level of detail I like to be in it. There's not like I don't just go out there and run.
Yeah.
When I told him, hey, what's the plan? When are you gonna if I run a half marathon?
Yeah.
I look at the map the day before. Where are the water stations? Okay, at this mile, I need to know. I need to go this way. I need to know where I'm going to fuel at this mile. There's a detail that you're going to take in every single time. So with Hyrox, there's a detail that we took into. Hey, I want to switch every 250, on the skier, every 100 meters on skier, or 45 seconds. Let's switch. 45 seconds switch. No distance. No, just 45. Time it out. Time it out. Boom, boom. On the push, you go down halfway. I move. You do the halfway. Halfway. Boom, boom, boom. There's like you need to have a strategy. You got to have a strategy, and so we just do it there. We beforehand. Or when you warm up, they had that warm up zone. That was pretty cool. That was new for this one. That was
nice. That was big.
Yeah, that was legit, and they had everything. And so I was like, look, let's work on transitions. Look, you go out left, I go in right. On the same thing.
Sandbag.
No, on the rower, you go out left, I go in right. On the sandbag, we both turn the same way. So just boom, boom, like. No one looked as smooth as us on that sandbag carry. Like the way no one looked that smooth. I promise we were.
It is a transition.
We looked so good. Burpees, good. Skier, until I messed this up, good. Like we had our transitions were perfect, like almost like flawless, pretty much. It's just if I was prepared, we probably could have ran 106, 105.
Dang. Dang. Okay, you're really good at burpees. What do you not like? What do you lack at? What are you weak in? Are you weak in any of the movements?
Yes, skier, and the lunges. I think that was my weak spot. I'm not usually weak in a skier. I was this time in the lunges. I definitely was not prepared because I've not been working out.
Those legs. Casey kind of held the ground for that one.
Yeah, then
I felt it at that time. What station is that?
The last one's the 7th.
Yeah, see? And I was like, oh boy, I can feel the tightness. And if I would have kept going, I would have cramped. But
yeah, it's right before the wall balls too, which is the worst.
And then
you got to run 1,000 meters. I do the lunges. Oh my goodness, with that bag.
Yeah.
Walk out like legs feel like noodles when you finish up. You're like, oh my goodness, how am I supposed to run? You just keep pushing.
I knew it. We knew it. Yep.
And then with the wall balls, we every 10, boom, 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 switch. And then I ended up doing 12 because I thought that I didn't get counted on 2. I thought I didn't go in my head. I didn't go low enough, so I did an extra 2.
Okay.
He counted them, thankfully.
Yeah.
And then I did the last 15 to finish it out.
Okay, I did the last 15 too.
Man, I held my own on that. We were moving. We did a great job with the circumstances of me not training. We really could have went a lot faster if I was ready. And it got me pumped up. I was like, man, I need to get on.
We gotta go somewhere. We gotta travel so we're not conflicting all the birthdays too.
Yeah, because Houston's at the worst time for us.
They're both worst time.
You're right. They're both worst.
Birthday, and then we have Nyla's birthday
in November with Dallas.
Yeah,
they got Anaheim. And New York sells out too fast.
I know. And then Miami's probably hot as ever. Oh, I could have. Isn't that one?
That was the first one they did outside. I think.
That's right.
I think they learned that lesson though.
Not anymore outside. Okay, that would be cool. I want to think of like a little vacation out of it or something. Not just going and leaving right back. But I have a question because I was realizing, I think a couple things I've learned and I've been asked, and it's something I actually try to teach other people that are rowing or even the ski. Because I don't know much about the ski, but like the strides per minute, like up in that corner, you can read. Before I didn't know what any of the numbers were.
Yes.
Besides, hey, hit these meters.
Yes.
Got 500 meters, okay, see the goal. But then you have all these other numbers, and you can play with it more in depth. But something I feel like is useful is the strides per minute. And so with the rower, I was trying to stay 27, 28.
Yeah.
And then with the skier, I don't know much about that one, but you were trying to show me something that whenever we worked out. What is a good stride per minute on that one?
25.
Okay.
20, around there. It's if you look at the stride per minute, but then look at your time. Most people are hitting, of course, less than a minute, less than 2 minutes. But if you see someone putting 50 strides per minute, they're going woo woo woo, but their belly like 155.
Yeah.
When I'm doing 27, at 156,
Yeah.
155.
You're still going.
I'm saving
insane.
energy and I'm going the same, but I'm just doing more on the pull down, like head to pocket, cap
Yeah.
to pocket, boom, boom.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I'm matching you, but I'm putting less work in.
And you can tell because I'm very observant, and I'm like, why are you going so fast? You look like you're dominating and like you're getting those meters,
But you're not.
But then you have people that I feel like are just thinking
Pacing.
smarter, and they're consistent, and it's
Skier's the first
smooth.
one.
Yeah.
Why would you want to go all out on the first the first event, the first workout,
Yeah.
first station?
No kidding.
Why? Like that's
It's such a thing too. Everyone does it's the adrenaline if you haven't done it before. But yeah, I will preach all day. Do not.
Yeah, do not. The race doesn't start till after the rower.
Yeah.
That's when I stole that from James too.
I did too.
Yeah.
It's because
The
it's
race
true.
does not start till after the rower. It's like literally that's when it starts because you had a half a race. It's like when I was running in track when I was in back in the day. My coach always told me that last 200, catch everybody you couldn't catch.
Yeah.
Like stay close, do all that, don't go all out. But that last 200, the last 100, I better not see you even looking like you're jogging. Like all out, everything you got. And that's what you do after the rower. Pretty much after the lunges, that's it. It's game time. All you got is the 100 meters left and the wall balls. Go.
Yeah.
There's no
done.
more
You made
running
it.
left. There's no more catching up. Do it now.
God, it was such a good feeling being like, we're done with running.
Oh,
After
yeah.
those lunges, and then you have the run, and then you're just going to wall balls. Like, we're done after this.
That's also how I got through it.
Yeah.
I was like, just 3 more runs, 2 more runs, 1 more run. That's it. No more running. Just finish these wall balls.
Yeah, that's when I started feeling the running. We were, great pace. That was the fastest I feel like I've ever run in any race so far, and very consistent. And golly, those shoes just felt phenomenal. I felt like I was flying. 100% could have gone faster. But it was also the first time we weren't talking. Like we did
You're not
check
supposed
up.
to talk during a race.
I know. But it's just so hard. And we both weren't huff. We had side stitches in the beginning. And I was like, ooh, I am struggling catching my breath without being in pain. And then once the burpees, because now we're like on the floor and stuff, they went away after that. And so I was in my head just slightly hoping those suckers would go away. And so I focused on the breathing.
I got a question, but I'm going to pull up the stats real quick. Let me do that. Okay. I have your time stood up right here. I wanted to look at your rock zone time. So you're actually almost better than me. Y'all had a rock zone time. So the rock zone is when you run in, when you get done running your 2 laps, you run in and you're supposed to go to your event.
Yeah.
Most people are like, I made it inside, and they just walk to they're going, or they when they finish up, they walk again. Y'all had a time of 6:32 in the rock zone. What were y'all doing?
Total?
Yeah, total. Like that's where y'all are.
We only stopped twice.
No. Stop. Not. I mean, like, so the rock zone is when you just at the time when you're in the lap before you go out. It's before you go to an event, and then when you come out of an event going out. They count all that time.
We never stopped, is I think what I'm saying.
Like to get water.
That we only stopped twice to get water, and that was like we're running while doing so. We never. That was again my first time not walking out and not walking in.
Oh,
that
wow.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like we saved so much time.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah, we had the same place in our divisions. You had 167th in the rock zone. We had 167th in the rock zone.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our rock zone was 6:06.
Okay.
And I feel like we took too long because of course, I was dying. I was hurting. I needed water. Almost every other time.
Really? Damn, and y'all killed
Every
it.
few times. But that's because we moved. Like we ran to it. I was like, real quick.
Yeah.
And I didn't like finish it. I just took a
Okay.
sip, got my
Wet the
mouth
mouth,
wet,
yeah.
throw it down, let's go.
Okay.
I don't need too much hydration, but I need hydration.
Right, something.
Yes. I think maybe the first 2-3 times I didn't do it. Maybe after the pool, I was like, I need some water. I always did it leaving an event, not going to an event. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's what we did. You know what's funny? I actually never knew that. I was looking at the stats and I did not know what rock zone meant.
Guess what it was?
Learned
That
something new.
in between the time, that idle time, that people like they take for granted. Like,
Yeah, that adds
I
up.
finished the event. I made it inside.
And it's like,
I can walk to it. So yeah, I've had. I don't know if I've had in the past, but it definitely was. I'm sure it was around the same, maybe a little bit better. I know our burpees. The last time I did it, we had first overall, and I took pride in that. I like being first overall in burpees.
damn.
Yeah, this time we got 61st.
Okay, yeah, they really do show you have they always shown this in
Yes.
every place?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Y'all did pretty good in the farmers carry.
Oh, Casey freaking ran like
Really?
the first one, and then like she did because it's 2 laps. She ran the first there. And then she stopped at one of the ends. And then I was going back and I started running. And I was like, and she's honestly, her voice kind of helped. She was like, girl, I can see, like, don't push it. Don't hurt yourself. So slow down just slightly. And then, yeah, we went after it. But we did pretty much everything.
Dang, y'all beat us.
Farmers carries?
Yeah, we had a 139. You had a 132. And we were moving.
Yeah.
In my head, we were moving. We didn't stop.
Yeah.
Y'all were moving.
We didn't. Nice, Casey. Thank you for that.
Nice, Casey. Oh, my goodness.
And you know what's funny is she didn't enjoy that one because her forearms. Mm-hmm. And then that goes into your shoulders. So that's why she killed it. Everything else running.
Man, you almost got us in the sled push, too. That was my fault, though. In between, I told my partner, we're done. Come on, let's go. Wow. I stopped him. I felt bad. Y'all were moving.
Yeah, we really ran through everything.
That burpees we crushed y'all, though. Almost a minute.
Wait, what was your burpees?
226.
Okay.
Y'all are at 311.
That's so crazy when you think about it. When you're putting minutes behind each station, it's nice to compare.
I love that detail that they have.
Yeah.
This is probably the best part, is that you can look at everything. You can see can see your data.
Yeah.
Dang, y'all are moving on the wall balls.
Yeah. We did 10 and 10, and then the last we both ended with 15.
We beat y'all barely. Not even by 8 seconds we beat y'all.
Golly.
All the women were moving because look.
Wow.
Dang, women are strong.
Y'all
do 100 now too, right?
Yep, that's 100. That was my first time doing 100.
Yeah,
I was like, I thought we were done here. But yep, had to keep going.
That's what's up.
We were repping them out. We didn't even, I'm telling you, those 10 wall balls, like it was just nonstop. And so that was nice.
Look at how fast, look at our best lap. Wasn't fast, but we were.
Was that the first lap?
Our best lap was our second lap.
Okay.
Was y'all's the best one, the first one?
I don't know. Was it? It was the second one. No. Yeah, it was the first one. Whoops. Yeah, I felt like we were flying. It felt great coming out of that tunnel.
Yeah, you're right.
Obviously the first lap, but we weren't winded or anything. Like I didn't feel like we started off too hot at all. It felt great. At the skier, I was starting to freaking sweat. So it was like a good little warm up. But then towards I think the burpees and stuff is whenever, and the lunges, obviously your legs just kind of started to get fatigued. That's a thing. But we read our body because that was also the main thing. Me and her were both kind of dealing with a little hamstring situation, both the same leg. And so that's why we were just like, we just don't want to get hurt. We want to have a good time. We want to be challenged, but we don't want to get hurt. Because now we actually are not signed up for anything until another half marathon in October. And so I am stoked just to get back into training.
You'll do something. I'm sure you will.
There's nothing in between, I don't think.
There's a lot of, there's Hyrox. There's like PFTs.
Yeah, there's a lot of community events for sure.
But no, there's definitely different workouts you could do, different things, running little 5Ks. Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm not signed up for anything either myself. But it's been.
I'm excited for summer. I just love summer workouts and like a warehouse workout and just, looking forward to it. This weather's been great. So. It
has been. Yeah, but summer's coming. Sadly.
What else about Hyrox? Anything?
What were you thinking in your head? Did you almost crack at one point?
As in?
Were you hurting?
Yes, it was the lunges. It was right before the lunges. So it was like farmer's carries because I was trying to run because, again, I freaking saw my girl Casey running. And so I'm like, damn, I need to hold it together and, do my part. And then I don't know what it is about those farmer's carries, but I'm like, you know how you're picking up your feet? I'll start to feel it in like my calves and like my lower hamstring, kind of like not a cramp, but just tightness happens. Then I know what we're doing. We're going into those dang lunges. And so that girl repped it out again. And that's what happened. Once we were running, I was like, oh boy, let this hamstring, please don't do anything bad for me. Worked out, came out.
Man, I can't believe y'all almost got us.
On what?
Some farmers care. Well, you did get us. What am I saying?
We did.
That's crazy. Y'all are moving.
We ran.
Yeah, I thought we were doing pretty good on ours. Running, the laps.
Yeah.
I count mine. I'm usually on top of it. Did you have any?
Yeah, so, we got penalized 7 minutes.
I didn't want to ask, but I had to for the people.
7 minutes. So we finished at like 118, and then we got penalized. Apparently we ran like an extra lap or something. It was me that like I was the one responsible for counting. And I'm always like, I like to go on my finger, like count 1, count 2. And I'll even mention it. Hey, we're on 1. Hey, we're on 2. Because time, you see everyone going in. So sometimes you just like, okay, it's time. You feel like you ran.
It's the nerves.
Right.
Yeah, you're
and
getting
so
in it.
you stop thinking about stuff like that. But it's important. You have to. I think that was like my first time ever.
And this one's different because usually 3 laps.
Yeah.
And now it
This
was
was a
2 because they made it
complete
wider.
2.
They made it bigger.
That was nice. So just being intentional and aware of, hey, at least have one person that you can rely on or something. And again, physically speak out and say, okay, this is 1. When you pass that in and then go one more, you know what I mean? So, but damn, yeah, I did us wrong on something. You just ran extra. But I was so stoked about the time. Our goal was actually 120. Because we're more runners now than we were before. But I felt like obviously we could have pushed more. I think we really pushed on the movements. There was never any, like we were never on our knees for too long. But our communication was great. We'd go 250, 250. Someone would do more. We would also alternate on how we ended and who started. Because then when you're
we did the same thing,
on something, you got someone's already gassed. So it's like those legs.
We didn't do every other one, but we did whoever's better at it.
Okay.
Started off because that were other, or we do if someone needed a break, you go first instead. I'm too tired. I'm hurt.
Yeah.
So it was
It's a fun. I always feel like you either come out hating your partner because y'all's communication might lack, or someone's pissed at the other one or something, or you're going to come out the best as of friends because communication is so important in that race with whoever you choose your doubles partner to be.
Especially if you're competitive.
Yeah, exactly. But it was fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad we did it. So we'll see how many more I end up signing up for. I don't know. I'm curious to see how it goes. I don't see myself signing up for another one.
What?
Yeah, this year, because usually we'll do March and November.
Yeah.
I don't see myself. Right now I'm needing a break. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, Hyrox takes a break pretty much. World Championships in June, and then they're off season for.
I think just not having. I'm okay. I'm not. Don't mean to veer off, but I'm either used to training by myself. Usually always by myself, I guess, like in and out and stuff, or I'm running by myself. I think I need something else right now. I need some group training. I need some group classes. I need some positive energy, like-minded people. And so that's kind of been something that I'm searching for. We'll see what that ends up influencing me to do, right? So I might do some community stuff and little tests. And I want to do some DECA things, quick little
It's like Hyrox
workout. Yeah. Just high exertion movements. I want to sweat and move the body.
So you're going to sign up for a DECA?
I didn't say that.
Basically did.
But we'll see.
They have events all the time.
The one thing I need to practice is those jumps. I don't know the term for them. I don't know if my hips can work that way, but we'll see.
Box jumps?
No, well, like you like literally jump.
Onto a box?
Yeah, but not a box jump. It's not a forward movement. It's a side lateral movement. I don't know the term.
Lateral jumps, I guess.
But you're like, I have to show you. Dang it. But
I know it's from Spartan though.
Yeah. And so other than that, maybe we'll see. We'll see. You have to keep up with me. It's just been a busy couple years. So I think I'm going to do the group classes thing. Anyways, veering off. What else?
Overall, the event, I think it was the most, how do I say this? Structured, organized event that I've seen from Hyrox. In every single way. I think every single way they outdid themselves, except for the spectator line. I think. Oh yeah. I can't believe that it was such a small little stand.
Yeah, they need way more people.
Yeah, I mean, but they have great volunteers.
Oh my gosh!
All the judges were good for me. There was one judge that was like, "Okay, lady, I get it."
Which movement?
On the burpees, I jumped and my toes crossed the line. I guess my heels didn't. I guess my whole foot has to or something. She made me
go back.
I was already about to do the next one on the other side. She made me walk back over there. Yeah.
Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
That's why we only had 61st place and not first overall. Them seconds count.
No, you're right. Absolutely. And just like see, the rock zone, that's a new thing for me. You're right. Never
I had
thought
a buddy
of that.
who had second place by 30 seconds.
Dang.
Which is, in Hyrox, is pretty dang close because 30 seconds can be shipped off in 2 different events. Boom.
No, for sure. Even with running, I learned that with running and just how you keep up and your paces.
And the rock zone.
Your goal. Yeah.
That's a big. You can shave off so much time in the rock zone.
Trying to think. I feel like I haven't. The biggest lesson that I took away was, damn, keep up with those freaking laps. Because I'm so sad about it because we had a goal, we got the goal, and then like on paper, it added 7 minutes.
They have a big old sign, like a screen that tells you how many laps to go, but don't depend on that.
Yeah.
Because that
Is that new?
no, it's been every single time,
shoot,
but
okay.
this was the first time where it actually worked the whole time for me.
Okay. Didn't even
Usually
look.
it like glitches out, it'll pause.
Yeah, it's hard
And so,
technology.
yeah, and so like you just got to have it in your head. Thankfully, this one was just 2 laps and thankfully, my partner was kind of on top of that part because there was a few times where I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, you're just along for the ride trying to survive.
Yeah, I'm hurting.
Okay. Dang. Are you? Do you want to sign up for another one?
Yeah, I mean, Hyrox is fun. I think I really could be competitive at it, especially. I think I have the toughest age bracket. I think it's why I was always kind of turned off from doing that because I didn't know a partner who was like could keep up. That sounds very cocky in my head.
No. I
But
know what you mean.
I just know in my age bracket.
Yeah.
There's no one
Right.
that I knew that was faster. But there is a guy that I do know who I think he may have gotten first in the singles.
Okay.
I'm not sure. You've seen him at the track. When I saw him, the first time I saw him at the track, I was like, that guy could be my partner. Like we could actually do it if I train.
For sure. Whenever you see someone too that's just a common interest. Y'all both want the same thing. And see, for me, I've been wanting to do it with a guy. I've been wanting to do mixed because obviously I want them to.
We're supposed to do it.
Yeah, you're right. And then we were gonna go somewhere.
New York.
Yeah, that's no way. That's so damn 2 days, a few days it sold out, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Definitely a week though. One of these days. But see, then I'm gonna hold you back. I don't know. I'm not a runner. You are fast, dude. You definitely need to competitively do it one of these years.
Yeah, but I like doing it. It's just fun in general.
No, yeah,
but
I
every time I
agree.
do it, I'm like, oh man, I need to.
I
do
could
it
have done
competitively.
better.
Not even better. I was just like, I want to see because like when I did Spartan, like I competed and I excelled. Like I trained and I conquered for the most part.
Yeah.
It's just now I want to see how Hyrox is. Hyrox is. I mean, we did a 110, no training really here, and our partner was good. I just hadn't seen anybody except for that one guy who was like really fast because I can run.
Yeah.
The working out part may be the tough part, and that guy looked like he can work out too.
Yeah.
And he's like we have the same body shape, dang near. He's just a little thicker because he works out.
Yeah.
Like bro, we could kill it. It's
Dang.
because the guys who do kill it are like the elite. The elite.
For sure. It's crazy. You can tell.
Those are like Greek goddess. Greek gods, not goddesses. Sorry.
But they're killing it out there now. With everyone's, I think I was talking to someone the other day about people's times. The times now are getting like just better and better. I really don't even know what the fastest time is right now.
49, I think.
Yeah,
51?
that's crazy. That I would like to see the laps.
51? I don't know. It's
on
something crazy.
that. Okay, because I think the women's double, because you can have singles a best time, a doubles a best time, and I think the women's doubles it was Tia Claire Cloomey. She's actually from CrossFit. She was with another girl. And
At
I think-
Hyrox?
Yeah. Did they do it? I actually think they did it in Houston. She was here. It's pretty neat to see all the athletes coming together from different types.
Pro doubles, 53 minutes,
Dang.
which is a lot faster than me.
Nice. Hunter McIntyre's up there.
That's him. Yeah, he's the guy. That's by himself.
Okay.
By himself.
Yeah.
53 minutes.
He's a killer.
He is running laps at 3 minutes and 28 seconds.
There you go. I was curious on that because I'm not even sure.
His
booking it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're running laps a lot faster than you, buddy.
Crazy.
I mean, a lot slower than you.
He's very consistent.
3 minutes and 28 seconds. Oh my goodness. His run total was 29 minutes, which is 10 minutes faster than me and a partner. This is the last race.
He doesn't have his rock zone. I was curious on that. Does he stop? I'm like, probably not. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not on there.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
What would you? I don't know if you were to give any advice to people who've never done one, who've wanted to do one. What would you say? What would you suggest?
Don't sell yourself short. You can do it.
Yeah.
That's like the main one. And then run. Running and then do some abs. All you really need to do anything in life is a strong core.
Yeah.
Strong core. Be on top of that. But yeah, running is, don't overlook the running. Yeah, the workouts can get done.
Yeah.
You can push a sled. You can do that. I mean, if you're just going to finish,
Right.
run.
Yeah.
If you want to be competitive, then you got to do everything. Everything, all the details that I was talking about with the nutrients, the shoes, the running, and the workouts.
The full package.
And the core.
Yeah. Dang. Okay, new runners. What if they're not runners yet and they're becoming one?
Well, then you're perfect. You're strong enough to do it. Then focus on some running. Keep your workouts the same.
So whenever it comes to heart rate and certain things, would you suggest, a lot of people think running is like we're huffing and puffing the whole entire time.
No, I take it easy.
So that's the point, right? Conversation pace.
Conversation pace. You can talk to yourself. You can talk. You're doing good.
Yeah.
Not,
yeah.
Go do shopping today. None of that.
Slow wins the race, I feel like, when you're starting to get into running. Yeah. And a lot of people really don't know. They don't know that. If they're, they're not educated. They don't know. They don't even know how to ask the question. I didn't. I had no idea. I didn't know you weren't supposed to be tired after, running. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. And so then you learn all that. Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah. If you're a runner, if you want to get into running, focus on the fundamentals. Mm-hmm. Do the boring stuff. Work on your stride. Work on. Before you go running, do high knees, butt kicks. Yes. Warm up. Do all the stuff that seems so boring and so dumb. Mm-hmm. Because I went to a golf tournament a few weeks ago, a month ago now, I think. Best golfer, literally the best golfer in the world was there. The best golfers in the world were there. Mm-hmm. I saw them on the putting green working on drills that I don't even want to work on putting. Yeah. The best golfers in the world are doing little bitty drills that make me cringe when I go to the golf course. Like, I want to hit the ball as far as I can. I want to go hit my clubs, not my putter, and not even try to sink a ball in the hole. I'm trying to sink a ball in the hole, not working on this little movement. Yeah. They're working on drills. The best golfers in the world are working on drills. The best people in the world are working on the little things, the kinks, the drills, the fundamentals, because they know that it crosses over to the next spark. You gotta crawl before you walk. Yeah. You walk before you run. Like you gotta do the fundamentals. You gotta. That's pretty much reading the instructions. Mm-hmm. No man likes to read the instructions, but I do. Thankfully, thank God. Yeah, now I do. Yeah. But no, that's what you gotta do. You gotta do little bitty drills because they'll pay off. Yeah. Like it's gonna pay off sevenfold instead of you just go out there trying to go. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So high knees, all the scoops, gosh, the
all
drills.
You have to do the drills. And don't you can stretch all day long, but I do feel like the drills are the main thing that gets you. I noticed I was dealing with hamstring issues when your girl wants to get lazy, because now I'm on a time crunch. I got to get this running. You know what I mean? Especially during the, daylight savings, when it gets darker, because my runs would be in the evenings. I'm like, I am defeated by this darkness. Like, I need to hurry up.
I love this time change.
And so, same. Yeah, you can get a lot done.
I can mow the lawn.
I was just about to say that you can now mow the lawn after work. Mm-hmm. It's funny. I have to do that after this because it's still going to be daytime. Yeah. But, okay, yeah, it was just, I feel like that's been a more relevant question as far as people want to do Hyrox, but it's kind of like running. Get some running in. Start off slow. Do a couple miles at a time, I feel like, and then kind of...
work your way up.
Yeah. But it's fun, the running part. I love it. I can have a whole conversation. I can talk on the phone because it's something that holds me accountable, because now being more educated on running, I kind of want to run faster, but I'm like, well, I still got to do those zone 2 days, and then work my way up, do some intervals. So I'll call a girlfriend and we'll just talk on the phone the whole time. I'm like, hey, I need you to keep me accountable right now.
You're getting it done.
Yeah. So I just, in whatever way works for you, I don't know. I just feel like,
it done.
Call me while you're running. I'll make sure, that you stay on pace and you're not huffing and puffing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, if someone can Hyrox run drills, and then do some workouts.
Yeah.
Hybrid workout, hybrid athlete. Do that.
Yeah.
It's not, all we did, for me, all I did was some squats and some wall balls and some rower a little bit. And some,
we only did squats once.
I feel like all I did was squat. Everything was like leg workouts, I guess.
Yeah.
I was like, man, my butt's going to look good. So I kept thinking.
I see I lack at legs stuff. So I was trying.
No, you're good. I do too.
Go from squats to run. Yeah, because that's what gets you. Just like sandbag lunges and stuff, that you're going to feel it. Especially rower. A lot of, now I'm going to veer off because I'm noticing a form on rower That's also a thing.
There is a 4-1 rower.
Isn't it? Your arms go forward. I'd have to show you on a rower, but it's all legs.
Arms are straight.
A lot of people think
it's only legs.
all back and arms. I'm like, no. No.
All kicking a little bit of, kicking.
And that's why we say that the race starts after the rower, because you're feeling, you're starting to feel that. So it's just that practice on the rower. It's a good time.
Oh yeah, I mean, we did pretty good in the rower.
Did y'all?
I think so. Yeah. Do we beat y'all at least?
Yeah, you did. I think we were.
Oh, I'm on hunters.
It's all good. I think we were like right at 4:55.
Oh, we were only 20 seconds slower than Hunter. 30 seconds slower than Hunter.
Dang, nice. I just did a rower for 10 minutes today. It was nice just to get that. But again, I was paying attention to my stride to keep me consistent. I don't know. I can't stop doing Hyrox stuff, so we'll see.
There you go. I mean, when it came into my life, I was like, "Dang, this is crazy." Because I like the obstacle course. I like running and doing stuff while running. This is pretty much the same thing for me in my head, but it's more easier because I know what I'm going to do. When he did an obstacle course race, you only know the day before what's going to happen. You kind of know what's going to be there, but you only know where it's going to be at the day before.
Yeah, it's consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do know what you're training for, obviously. Yep. I think that's why a lot of people, that's why all the times are, they have to be getting better, right? Because everyone's doing it yearly. They're just training yearly to get better. And
some people travel to do this thing.
Yeah. I can imagine. I would love to do that. Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, right. Wait, talk like that. Speak life. We can go right now. We can book a flight and go do it somewhere.
We really could. We need to. Before we get old.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness. And we have healthy joints.
Yeah. Chicago is reasonable. I think it's at a good time of the year, too.
Never been there.
Really? Mm-hmm. See, there we go.
Fun. That'd be cool. Get some pizza. Isn't that they have
deep dish pizza?
There you go. Okay. Got it. Well, I feel like that's all I have. There's some.
Yeah, I think I'm good too. I think
tips and tricks, I guess. Some newbies. It's just nice, and kind of like you said, I feel like a lot of people could potentially get intimidated by Hyrox because of the elite athletes that, golly, like, look at this event. But do you see how many? There was a lady on a wheelchair.
Really?
It. Oh my gosh, it's just so nice and inspiring because it's all community. Every single time we'd end up passing her, I think I ended up patting her on the back probably like 3 times because can you imagine? She ended up on the Hyrox video on Instagram and stuff, and because she again wheelchair, right? They somehow got a rope for her that they tied it up to her wheelchair, and she was pulling.
Oh, that's awesome!
I'm just like I couldn't even think creatively. How did she get this done? Like, I wish I could be on the sidelines watching, but we were racing.
It's all arms.
And yeah, exactly. And then she's running, like, oh my goodness. So it was just so cool to see. And I think this sport allows anyone to be able to do it.
Yeah, your first race was the little person.
Yep. That was cool. And then we got third. We got third on the relay. Obviously, it was not as many people at the time, but that's awesome,
Yeah.
For last minute. I have never met them before, or they don't know me, and vice versa. So it was good. But if you're thinking about it, you should do it.
Oh, yeah. Fun sport.
Yep. But that's it for today.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tune in on the next one. Peace.